How you doing, everyone? It's Kevin. I'm back with another video. Today we're working on some pegboards in the shop here. We need to put up a 16-foot, 4x16-foot pegboard. So what I'm doing now is we're screwing these. These are 1.5 inches by 3/4 inch boards, and we're screwing these to the wall. And the main reason you want the boards screwed to the wall is because of the pegboard. Let me get you a peg. So your pegs that go in the board look like this right here. Okay? And they have these little forks on the back side. Well, these little forks have to go through your pegboard and latch into your pegboard. Like so. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep our pegboard about 3/4 of an inch away from these beams here. Because if we was to lay it flat on here, then guess what? Our pegs are not going to go in where each one of these beams are. They're only going to go in between the beams. So we're going to keep it out so we can put pegs all the way across. Now we won't be able to put pegs in this 1.5 inches, this 1.5 inches, or the 1.5 inches I'm going to put up there. But that's okay. We got lots of space in between here to put pegs. So what I'm doing now is just screwing the boards up. I'm going to go ahead and finish this out, and then we're going to get the pegboards in here and get them screwed to this wall. I'll show you how they go up. Okay, I was just going to show you guys how I put these boards up. What I did is I put a little screw in the wall right there. See that screw? And then I run a chalk line the length of my whole building where I need that board to go. Then I got a couple of these little metal magnets, or these little magnets for metal. And being that Julie ain't here this morning to help me hold that board up there on that line, I'll just lay that board right on top of that line, and that'll help me guide that board down through there when I'm screwing it. Let's get that board put on there and show you how it works. That's the easiest way to hold a board without any help. As long as you have metal underneath, it's pretty nice. Now we'll get to screwing this thing back. These are the screws that I am using. Can you guys see that okay? Make sure it focuses in. These things have been great for the shipping container when you're building. These things are really nice. They're a self-tapping screw. Good screw, real good screw. Love them. We just continue doing that right on down through there. It'll be nice and tight so our pegboard doesn't sag. Okay, now that we got all of our frame up, we're going to go ahead, Julie's here now, she's going to give me a hand, we're going to go ahead and put this stuff up. Now we want to make sure that our screws are not going to go all the way through and hit the shipping container.
Okay, hold on. It's, yeah, it's not...
Just cover your edge, Jill. You need to go your way a little bit?
A little bit. Yeah, right there is good.
So we're just going to go ahead and screw this stuff right to the boards. Good? Okay, let me get up here and Put a couple up there. Okay, that's one piece of pegboard up. One more to go. Got yours right up against that. Tell me when you got it.
Right there.
You got it?
I got it.
It looks good, right?
Good. Well, yeah, it's good right there.
Okay, I got all of my pegboard up. That's 16 foot by 4 foot high. That's going to be nice storage for things that you know, you're maybe not going to use a whole lot, but you want to make sure you can see them, that you have them. That's a nice, very nice storage space. So now that's half of the problem, getting that up. The other half is picking up pegs. Pegs are expensive. Now I know Harbor Freight got them in there, but I'm going to look on Amazon too and see what I can find on Amazon and see if I can get them as cheaper. But now if you know somebody who works at a store and they like put displays and stuff up, ask them if they have any old pegs, because a lot of times they'll just throw them away. Years and years ago I got a whole 5-gallon bucket of them. Of course, I never used much pegboard back then, but they were free. So ask your local store if they have anything you might be able to get. Might be nice. Save you some money. So that's the pegboard. I have a variety of different pegs on the board right now. And a lot of people don't understand when you go in town and you buy this box of pegs. And you think you're getting this really good deal because you're getting 50 pegs maybe for, I don't know, maybe 30 pegs for 20 bucks or whatever. And you think you're getting this really good deal on pegs, and you're really not. Because in your pack, the majority of them will look like this, this, or this one here, which you watch. When I pull this off the wall and I go to pick it up, okay, the peg wants to come out with it. And I mean, even if you try to be careful sometimes, you try to get something out and the peg just pops right out of the hole. So these pegs here, I say they're good if you're going to hang something that you're never going to use or use once a year, so you can bend over and pick up the peg every time you use whatever it is. So I would say these 3 pegs right here are junk, garbage, not worth a nickel to me. Now this peg, you can buy this peg and you'll pay just a little bit more for this peg because it has a rubber tip on it. And I've seen so many times that I took the rubber tips off of them and put them in, because every time I pull it off, pull whatever's on that peg, it wants to catch that little piece of rubber, or it won't fit through the hole of the little piece of rubber. But this is a good peg, but don't pay more for them because they have just a little rubber tip on them. If you can get this peg cheaper without the rubber peg, go for it. Like this one. This one has no rubber peg on it. This is my kind of peg right here. And then this one. This is my kind of peg. So the 2 main pegs on my pegboard, As you can see, this one here doesn't have much of a bend on it compared to this one here. You see those are pretty straight on there. This one here, now if you have them and they look like this, take a pair of pliers and bend them up a little bit tighter if you want. Now if you happen to go to a store or something and somebody gives you a bunch of pegs and they're really long, cut them off to the length you want them. You can take a cut off, like a big heavy pair of pliers will cut these right now. These are a pretty cheap peg, but what we're putting on this board, we really don't have to have a real sturdy peg. We're not going to be putting anything really heavy up here. And another thing, I do like these guys here. They're pretty nice. Now they don't have the piece like this hanging down, but they have all of this holding it in, which is okay. These are pretty nice if you want to hang screwdrivers on them or something like that. And then these ones here, this is one you'll find on my peg a lot, my pegboard. These guys here, these are definitely worth the money. You can throw pliers in here. You can just hang a pair of pliers up in there. You can put screwdrivers in them, small chisels. These are actually good. So if you're going to buy something and you want your pegs for your pegboard, invest in these guys. These are the best. I like this better than I do this, because I can put screwdrivers or pliers in this. It's really hard to put pliers in that. And then I get the little 2-inch one, and then I'll get the 4-inch one. And that's about all I need on my pegboard. Now, I just went and picked up a bunch of these pegs. I know on Amazon, and I'll leave a link on Amazon for pegs. You can get these, I think, right around 25 cents a piece. If you go to Harbor Freight, I did go to Harbor Freight and pick some up. I paid 50 cents a piece for them. So they're about half off if you get them through Amazon. But that's really up to you. If you need them right now, there's a Harbor Freight next door. Get them from Harbor Freight. But if you don't need them right now and you want to order some, order them from Amazon. You can get them pretty cheap for a good price. So that was our pegboard in our little lesson on the pegs. Like I said, these guys, this is pretty good. You know what I mean? It hangs down. It's a pretty good peg. But these ones here, when you're not getting a deal, when you get all these, you're not getting a deal. They're not worth it. Just get rid of them. They're not even worth hanging things on. Unless you're not going to use it, then that's about it. So, I would like to tell everybody, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment if you'd like. Till next time.